Hi, what is up you guys? And if you're new to my channel, I just want to say go ahead and hit the notification bell down below so you know every time I post. And if you are coming back from a previous video, hello, I love you. Mwah. Okay, so I know I kind of started the video off on a little bit of a light note, but it's going to get a little bit darker. I want to talk about depression and suicide and anxiety, and I will be adding a number for a suicide hotline at the end of this video and in the description below, so that if you are having thoughts of suicide, you can go ahead and call that number and get help. But I have had multiple people in my life who not only have thought about suicide, but have attempted suicide. I have depression, so I understand where a lot of people are coming from with that perspective. But yeah, that's not something to play with. Depression is a very serious thing. And a lot of people say that it's all in your head when it's really not. I mean, technically, like, it's in your head, but okay, I'm not gonna get into that. Okay, anyways, suicide is really just based around people feeling like they don't have a way out. And depression can cause that feeling to kind of enhance, don't really know how to word it. For those of you who don't have depression, but you want to understand what it's like for your friends or family or your loved ones that have depression, it basically is you're up one day and down the next. You could be pretending to be happy, and then you aren't really happy. There are very few things that can make somebody that has depression happy, because they always feel alone, just hurt, like they're drowning, like they're all alone. Personally, myself, the only time I really can get my mind off of my depression is when I'm with my friends or with like a significant other, because I feel like I'm making them happy, and making other people happy is what makes me happy, which is why I created this channel, so that everybody can sort of have a place to come to where no one feels left out. I love all of you. I'm grateful for all of you. I know I joke around a lot about all, like, 20 of you or whatever, but if you think about it, that's 30 people right there. I don't know exactly how many subscribers I have. I don't really pay attention to the exact number. I just know like the basic area where it's at. That's 30 people that are watching me. Like, I know I only get like 17 views sometimes on a video or whatever, but still, that's 17 people that sat there and watched my video and thought I was worthy enough to watch my video. So this channel, if you're ever feeling depressed or alone, come here. You always have a home here. Even if you feel like your family doesn't care about you, you could come here because you know I care. I care about all of you. And I mean it. I know a lot of YouTubers say it, and they don't really mean it because they're trying to get views or whatever. But I really mean it. I appreciate all of you. And I hope one day that I have a big enough audience that I can reach millions of people and let them know that they're not alone, that this is a community where everyone is positive, where everyone is truthful, and they speak their mind, and you could just come here to be you. Anyways, got a little sidetracked. Back onto depression. I guess an easier way to explain how depression feels is Imagine being in a room full of people. And we have all had that moment where we were trying to talk to someone and they weren't listening. They weren't paying attention and they were talking to someone else, and you repeatedly kept trying to talk and they would cut you off, switch to something else, change conversation. It feels like that all the time. Like you could be in a room with millions of people, know all of them, but yet feel like you're the only one in that room. You're drowning in darkness, and the only light that you see to pull you out is the passion that you feel for something else. So my tip for people who have depression is try to find your passion and follow it. That's what's helping me through my depression. I found my passion. My passion is making people happy. I like making people happy because it makes me happy. And just to know that I can make someone else happy, just change their day. If they're having the worst day ever and I can somehow manage to make them smile, I'll do it. I'll go out of my way to make someone smile. And I am very passionate about that. And I hope that everyone is able to find their passion at some point in their life. Whether it's sooner or later, it's better than never. Some people never find their passion and die feeling like they didn't do anything in life, which I think that everybody has a place. You just gotta find it. And sometimes you don't realize that you already found that place and you already are fulfilling what you're here to do. I keep getting sidetracked. I'm never gonna get this video done. So with depression, it's more of an alone. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to do anything because you don't feel driven to do anything. You don't feel motivated to get up out of bed, to go do something as simple as brush your teeth, because you just want to lay there and think. That's it. That's all you want to do is lay and think. And sometimes depression isn't bedridden. Depression is in your head when you're out in public and you're talking to someone and they're talking back and everything seems fine, and then you just start to think about how they could never understand you, when in reality they probably do, because everyone goes through problems in their life, whether it's the same one as you or different. Everyone has issues. Now, anxiety is different than depression. A lot of people think that anxiety, like what they're feeling with anxiety, is them having depression, when it's really not. And depression and anxiety do play in hand together a lot. I should know I have been diagnosed with depression and anxiety both. But anxiety is more or less constant fear. You know that feeling you get like when you're going down the stairs and you feel yourself trip, but then you catch yourself, and that one moment when you know you're falling, you're like, damn, I'm gonna smack my ass on that ground. That exact moment of fear is exactly what it's like to have anxiety. To go to a party, I'm trying to make a video. They're rude as hell. To go to a party is almost impossible. And if you have one friend there, you cling to them and you are afraid that every moment you are there, that someone is judging you. You have constant fear when you're talking because you're afraid that you're going to say something wrong. And then hours after that conversation, days after you have a conversation with someone, you're still thinking about that conversation because you're afraid you said something that messed up the whole thing and there is no going back. You're just afraid all the time. You are afraid. You are completely aware of what everyone is thinking about you. You are like, oh, God, I gotta cover up like that zit on my face because everyone's gonna think I'm gross and have herpes and blah 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 blah. I've learned to try and push past my anxiety, but it is very difficult when you're at a church gathering or something very simple like that and have an anxiety attack. The feeling that you can't breathe and the world is closing in around you, and it's one of the worst feelings in the world to know that you can't control something that's happening to you. And a lot of times people who have depression and anxiety, it often leads to suicide because they feel like no one else knows what they're going through and that no one else could ever know what they're going through, so they decide to end it. And sometimes people are just having a hard time in life and end it because they feel like there's no way they're getting out of that. When I was about 12, I almost committed suicide. I had waited till my grandmother was gone to do something. I forget what she was doing. She had left the house to go do something. And I grabbed a bottle of her pills and I was going to down the pills. I didn't know if they would kill me, but I was sure hoping they would. But when I got that bottle open, I realized what I was doing, and I put the bottle back. I don't want anyone to ever feel like that. I used to think about committing suicide all the time, but I realize now that there are so many people in this world that care about me, and if I go, I'm not only hurting myself, I'm hurting everyone around me. And I could never kill myself for that fact. And I fear the day that I actually pass away because everyone around me will be affected by it. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is that if your friend tells you you're depressed, or your niece tells you you're depressed, or your nephew or cousin, if they say, hey dude, I'm depressed, don't tell them, hey, cheer up. Like I haven't already thought of doing that. Trust me, they don't want to feel that way. And they can't help it if they feel that way. So my advice to you is tell them, I'm here. That's all you gotta say. I'm here. Or I'm listening. Or you can talk to me. Something simple like that could mean the world. It could change everything. And if you ever feel like committing suicide, if you are feeling depressed, comment on one of my videos. I always check my comments. I respond to them when I see them. If I see a comment, I will make sure to try to get back to you. You could email me. I'll leave my business email also in the comment section below. And if you need to, you can email me and I will try to get back to you through there if I don't see your comment. But remember, you're not alone. You have so many people in this world, and even if you don't have anyone that you could think of, you have me. I'm here. I'm always here. I have no life. I'm here for whoever needs me. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you feel like I'm not enough, you could always seek professional help. All I can do is try to turn your world around a little, I guess, and try to make you feel better about things. But I do advise calling a suicide hotline, and I'll leave the number in the description below, and I might actually put it up on the screen here. Alright, well, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Also, sorry that it took so long to post a video because I had the flu and a whole bunch of family drama, and it's just sucked a lot. But I love you guys, and I'm here for you, and I won't abandon any of you because I love all of you. And I'm going to give the plugs because I have to, because I want to. I'm sorry, this is more of a down video, but check out my last video, subscribe, turn on my notifications so you know every time I post, and I love you guys. Kisses for my little bitches.